more top B stuff. I think this is, no, this isn't it. I made another trade the other day. Let's do a Mr. Campbell style deboxing, because this is going to be, well, it's a giant box for metal toys. You know it's for metal toys when it's a big box and it doesn't weigh anything. Also, let me unpack from the walk I just went on. Got the stainless steel bubble. Probably going to end up selling this one because I just found a stainless top B that has this geometric pattern on it. And I really like the feel of the stainless, but I don't like how it looks. So I'm hoping I can make the stainless version of this feel like this, or at least similar enough. Let me get out my 3 top Bs. I sold my second titanium top B to Samuel Roscoe over at 2EDC, guy that makes the the Bantam, the Nest, the Triangle, the Poe, some really, really good spinners. He was the first person to mention if I ever wanted to let go of one, to hit him up, so I did. Got the titanium top C that I tumbled last night for about 11 hours. Got to tumble it recently, so be able to show you some different finishes here, some stuffs. See a different one real quick. Cooper nickel top C. Tumbled in a finer media for about 16 hours. Got a super soft finish now. Really, really grippy. Moving on. Of course, I got the wrapped with me. Don't need to talk about that, right? The Amaryllis. I just tumbled these buttons that I made for it. Tungsten buttons that I modified from the flat triangle buttons that I just got from Eric, and that, maybe, what did I call that last video? The one where I got a bunch of things, a bunch of tungsten spinners. If you saw that, well, then you know. I modified these buttons. My Amaryllis is now just, it's perfection. Freaking love it. Man, this is taking me a minute. I haven't really done this in a while for a video. Let me know if you like the unpack and the whatever, because this is actually, I pretty much do this every time before I make a video. Like, I either have lunch and take the dogs on a walk, or I'm on a break and take the dogs on a walk, and I come back and I do a video. Whatever. Yeah, let me know. So, and then here's the edamame with some more. This is the original tungsten buttons, but I stonewashed these for about 12 hours. I'll do the spinner when the bearing dies, but it matches good enough for now that I'm not dying to do the spinner itself. That's, yeah, that's everything I had with me today. Got the top Bs out on the table. That to the side. Yeah. More bubble wrap. Nice. I don't need a blade again for this. So this is just some accessories. And let's see, some glass balls. This is stuff that me and Adam Sherry ordered. This is definitely for him. I think there were supposed to be 2 of these. I'll have to go back and check those messages, but I'm pretty positive. Oh well. Let's see, these are 2.5. Are these 2.5s? These look like all 3mm. I don't think I got anything that I asked for. Let me just measure these real quick. Maybe I'm just looking at them wrong. I think I am looking at them wrong. I think these are 2.5 now that I'm feeling it. Let's laugh at me, right? Nice. Okay. So I did want 2.5mm tungsten carbide balls to try in some of the top Cs. That's something I've never got to experience before. So it looks like that's what all of these are. Here's some glass balls. These are for Adam. This is for Adam. Oh well, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to get 2. It's not like stuck together, right? No. And yeah, I wanted to try a Peak one. So easy way that I can just try out the Peak block real quick. This bar metal up here. I'm gonna put those to the side because that's Adam's. I don't need any other extra glass balls or anything. Let's pull out a T8. Really like the tunes on those. I really like the tune here. It's got a metal click plate. I think tungsten carbide balls. Yeah, tungsten carbide balls. Piano wire springs of a medium height. There's so many springs for the top B, I really don't know how to, you know, describe with words the difference between them. It's so minuscule. Like maybe if I knew all the spring vernacular or something, but there's a lot of springs. I'll actually pull out my little box in a second and show you. Anyways, it's got an Ultim block in this one. See here in a second. There it is right there. I don't really like a full metal setup on the titanium top Bs. You know, a metal plate with a metal block. It's quite loud. So putting this Ultim block in, oh, sorry, just had that lunch. Got some stuff in my throat. Need to wash it down. Anyways, yeah, the metal on metal is too loud, and so the Ultim block is a nice sound dampener. And so I was curious what the Peak one might do. That back. Peak is an interesting metal. I don't think it's quite as like hard and brittle as Ultim, but it seems to make like a deeper kind of poppy, kind of bubbly kind of tone, I guess. The Ultim is maybe in between metal and Peak as far as I don't know if you could kind of rate what things were doing. Huh, I like that a lot, actually. Pretty good. And just to humor myself real quick, I'm gonna swap it back to the Ultim. With less talking in between so I can actually remember. Yeah, I like the Peak in here more, I think. Right on. So then that means maybe I can put a metal click plate in one of these. I might put the Ultim block in here and see what that does. Because I really don't want to change the tune here. This is a Teflon plate, metal block, tungsten carbide balls, and brass cups on one corner of each side. And I really like this tune. It's kind of like Goldilocks. It's not super loud, it's not super crisp, but it does everything really, really well. And you get nice, they're subtle, but you get like spring pingy noises. And I like that a lot. So this is a good upgrade. Something I've kind of been itching to try on this crystallized one right here is some brass cups on the corners. So that gives me a chance to pull out this box that I was just talking about. I guess some of you guys saw that from the crystallized Top B unboxing video. This came with everything and got it all organized now, and man, there's a lot in here. Let's see. Are those both brass? They are. There's 2 different styles, really 3 different styles of brass cups. I'm gonna try each one here. I think they allow for different bore depths. I think this is about as much tuning as I want to do in this particular video. Okay. That's a square bottom. That's not a square bottom. I grabbed 2 different kinds. Let's put these back just for sake of speediness here, I've actually got some, well, I say I've got some work to do. I can work or not work anytime, I guess, but I would really like to get some work done on the lathe. Feeling halfway decent today. I feel like my dexterity is a little off for some reason. Where is... Ah. Toothpick. Sometimes getting these brass cups to click in the... Nice. Into the springs is... well, not easy. Shot that one back out at me. Maybe I don't usually like using the Torx bit, but it's a little bigger so you can put more square pressure. As I say that, I'm failing to do so. Huh. Maybe these are really small springs and they won't allow for it. So those, I mean, it's not going in. Let me just put it back together. I really liked how it was. And then I'll try the Ultim block in stainless bubble up there. That's also something I've been curious about. Yeah, it's nice. Definitely like it more than the Ultim. It always feels a little different once you get the 2 bolts, 2 screws back in. A little tighter, less clicky and hollowy sounding. Oh, that's just really nice now. Okay. This one isn't exactly harsh on my ears, but it can be, whoa. It can be a little noisy, I guess, on those end clicks. And that sound comes from the block hitting and engaging in the click plate. So whenever you can, you know, have plastic on a metal block or metal on a plastic block like I'm about to switch to, or like what's in here, it can really change the tone of the end clicks. You know, the balls and the springs subtly change what the clicks sound like throughout the whole range, but I feel changing these blocks is about as dramatic as changing the material of a whole plate. Clearly had some oil on this one I forgot about. Never thought to do it like that before. That was easy. Flip the screws out over and they keep their spacing. Yeah, the Ultim is definitely a harder plastic than the Peak. And I think the Peak is harder than, you know, Teflon. There aren't any Teflon blocks as far as I'm aware. Yeah, I'll rock that for now. That's good enough. It's a small change that definitely quietened it down. Gives it, it's got the same feel, but it's gonna be easier on my ears. I like that. Definitely getting these things figured out as far as all the tuning and everything goes. Those actually feel really similar now. Cool. Let me put these back there. Get a little more organized here. Do I want to dive into, let's see, this block? I should put it, it doesn't need to be in such a big bag. Let's consolidate here. It's just gonna get transferred right back out, but for now. Tungsten carbide in a top C. This thing, I spent a really long time tuning yesterday. I mean, like, collectively, probably like almost 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours, trying all the different balls and springs that I have. It got a little out of hand, but I'm here, I recovered. So do I want to try tungsten carbide balls? I really think I do. I just don't know in which top C I want to try them in. Digging out a tool here. I'm not sure if any of these are tungsten carbide or steel or anything. That's why I asked for tungsten carbide. Now I can keep all these labeled and know what they are, and yeah. I love that I'm gonna have all these extra bags. So this one's got glass balls. I'm gonna leave it. This one is titanium, so I'm gonna keep it lightweight. Let's do this one. It's got tungsten carbide. Let's see, around or on the springs, and full ceramics on. Yeah, full ceramics on the perimeter. I just wonder if it'll change it. I really want to remember where all these balls go. 'Cause sometimes if you don't put them back exactly the same, it doesn't feel the same when it goes back together. And that's one thing I guess if I'm gonna have any criticism of the top C, that's some of it, is taking it apart and putting it back together can yield a different result if you change even the clocking of the springs in the bore. You know, you can put it back in the same direction, but if you have the coil, you know, say turned 90 or 180 degrees from where you liked it, I find it changes the feel. Like, call me crazy, but yeah. Alright, that ceramic that tried to roll out of there. Intense focus moment. Alright, let's load up some tungsten carbide. Little pro tip, call myself a pro, oh my god. Get over yourself, dude. Cover the center holes with your finger as you're pouring in balls, because the smaller balls are kind of a pain in the butt to get out of the spring bore, or if they just fall inside the center hole and you don't realize it and it rolls around and you lose it on your mat or rolls off your desk, and you know, I'm speaking from experience here. I'm really curious what this is gonna change, if anything at all. Okay. I didn't move my balls over here. So this one goes beside the top C logo, this one goes before the top C logo, and this one goes on the brass cup. Everything should go back together beautifully here. hands are sweaty. I am literally nervous. I hate taking apart a good tune just to try something. I think it's a little quieter. I think it actually feels heavier too. Might not feel as smooth though. I don't want to change this one either. I really like that tune. This one needs help right now, but not in the perimeter balls. This one sounds incredible with steel. I'm just gonna let it ride, I guess. I don't really see point in experimenting and changing the other ones right now. So let me consolidate these down. Like the perimeter balls really don't do a ton as far as haptics or feel or anything. Upgrading from steel to ceramic can be beneficial because it is noticeably smoother. But ceramic and tungsten carbide are both pretty precision bearings, even if you get like, say, low grade ones. You know, the ones that aren't, I don't remember the grading scale, if it's like G5 is better than G25 or vice versa. But they're all pretty dang smooth compared to steel balls as far as what we can feel in these kind of fidgets. So, yeah, not gonna worry about it right now. The steel feels good in the Zerku tie, and this is fine. So man, little testing tune. Got some different blocks, tried some different balls. I really like the peak block in here. Quite surprising. I really like the Ultim block in here. It really made the end clicks feel softer. And this is still a great tune. I can't believe I like the Teflon feel, but I think it has something to do with the titanium body of this. This while I'm thinking about it. Oh my gosh, how do I not have any Sharpies? There we go. 2.5 tungsten carbide. And these are top C balls. So they go in this bag. I thought about changing my bag system, and I kind of did. But it's still a bag system. I really like being able to take everything out and spread it all over my whole desk whenever I'm really tuning stuff. And, you know, I can still see the parts, but the little springs and balls aren't rolling away if they're in the bag. So, like, I keep them organized here, but picking out of this little thing is a pain in the butt. So I just use it for desk storage. Those are for Adam. Oh man, forgot to put these balls in a bag. These are 2.5 mil ceramic. I'll just find a place for those later. Time to get back to work. Thanks for watching, guys. Yep, see ya.